Hello everyone, nice to be with you. These are just a few of my random thoughts I had the other day when I was walking my puppy. I saw a dandelion seed head. When we were little, we used to call them a dandelion clock and blow the seeds away until they had all gone. And that got me thinking about time. Apparently, those dandelion seed heads were a very rudimentary form of keeping time that shepherds used, because the flowers open at 5 o'clock in the morning and they close at 8 p.m. So that was something new that I'd learnt. Anyway, it got me thinking about time during this lockdown, period of lockdown that we've had. We didn't really value our time, did we, until it was taken away, until we were told how to spend it. For some people, lockdown has been a really long, lonely experience, and they're still counting the days. For other people, it's been a really good way to take time out of their busy lives and do things that they wouldn't normally do, to start on DIY projects, paint fences, do some gardening, go on long walks, and just time to take a rest and sit a while. Chaucer said that time and tide wait for no man. And nowadays we have lots of sayings about time that we use every day. The most common, I think, is I don't have time, or I need more time. But the fact is that everybody has the same amount of time. It's just up to them how they choose to use it. We say, have a good time to people, don't we? I don't think anybody actually sets out to have a bad time. Pubs call time, don't they, on last orders, I've been told. As a parent and as a teacher, I use lots of commands concerning time. I find myself saying, wait a minute, hurry up, come on, slow down, time out, dinner time, home time. So our sayings about time are often contradictory, aren't we? And time itself is a bit strange like that. Sometimes it goes really slowly when we're waiting for something like a special birthday, or as children wait for Christmas and count the sleeps until it's Christmas Day. When you're clock watching, time goes really slowly, doesn't it? My nanny used to say, a watch pot never boils when you're waiting for the kettle to boil. But on the other hand, time can speed up, can't it? Half an hour in someone's company can sometimes seem like a few minutes, and vice versa. But sometimes when you're enjoying yourself or having fun, time goes really quickly, doesn't it? So then I got to thinking, what does the Bible say about time? Because God exists outside of time, doesn't he? He created it. In 2 Peter it says, a day is like 1,000 years to the Lord, and 1,000 years is like a day. So God doesn't view time like we do, and he can do in an instant what would normally take years. And we need to remember that his timing is perfect. It also says in Ephesians that we mustn't waste time, that we are to make the most of every opportunity. And of course, there's this big passage about time in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 that I'd just like to read to you now. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to harvest, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to rebuild, a time to cry and a time to laugh, a time to grieve and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to turn away, a time to search and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear down and a time to mend, a time to be quiet and a time to speak up, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. Now, I'm sure we've all experienced a different degree of those times during lockdown, haven't we? I'll just leave you with a thought from Rick Warren, a well-known preacher. He said, time is your most precious gift because you only have a set amount of it. So use your time wisely. And I wouldn't be a really good teacher if I didn't set you some homework. So this week, I'd like you to think about or keep track of how you spend your time, because it will really show you what's important to you. Now I've taken up enough of your time, so I'll say bye for now and hope to see you soon.